Like if you're strung out on heroin, you will do anything to get another hit.
Right.
It doesn't matter who you have to kill. You'll rob from your own mother. You'll beat up your best friend, anything in order to get a hit because your body's going through like a sickness. Like, it needs more of it.
Right.
So you dabbled in it and you were like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah. I actually stayed involved in it for 2 days. I was done with it in 48 hours.
Okay. But then the cocaine came around?
The crack came around. Powder was around, then the crack came right after that. First it was like powder shake.
Okay, so were you selling cocaine or actually rock cocaine?
And I ended up started off with powder.
Okay. And that was more of kind of like a rich man's drug around that time.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Right. People actually maintain good jobs and everything else like that. And they would go get some cocaine on the weekend and party and so forth.
Right, yeah.
But crack was a bit different.
Yeah, crack was a whole different animal. It was a whole different animal. You know what I'm saying? And some people relate to crack just to being cooked up coke, but really it had its own little mixture. You know what I'm saying? The cooked up coke was a substitute.
Right. And the effects of crack didn't really hit right away. People were functional crack addicts until some years had passed. So a lot of these cities, they really weren't ready for it. They just thought, okay, just another drug, recreational drug, whatever. They didn't really see what was happening until 2, 3, 4 years down the line.
Exactly. Yeah, it snuck up on people, like you say. It took a while for it to get to everybody's system where you can see the side effects of it.
Okay. Now, here you are, you're still, relatively young. And was Rayful Edmond already like a big figure in DC?
Not at that age. Not at that age. If you're talking 83 to 85, no, probably late part of 85 or 86, you start hearing his name more on a citywide level.
Okay, and how did the two of you actually meet?
A couple of his friends from around his neighborhood got transferred to my high school. They got put out their high school, and we got into a big altercation with them, and we kind of got the best of the situation, and they went, told him. We ended up having a meeting, and it kind of started from there.
Okay. And at that point, did Rayful become your plug?
Eventually, yeah, he did. Eventually, yes, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay. And over the next few years, Rayful became just a massive figure in the DC drug game, essentially being the biggest drug dealer in DC, right?
That's what they say, definitely.
He allegedly supplied 60% of the cocaine in DC.
Yeah, based on the testimony or the investigation of the government, yeah.
Right. They're saying that he's making $300 million a year.
Yeah, I mean, me being in the game, I wouldn't say that was true.
Okay, if you were to guess how much money that organization was making.
It'd be hard, you know what I'm saying? I'm a type of dude who don't want to be outlandish and I don't want to underbid it, right? But you got to keep in mind, when you hear those numbers, no matter if you're hearing it from DC, LA, wherever, the government do their numbers based on to the last bag, dime bag. So they say 100 keys, they going to do the multiplication off every dime bag in there, and then they going to get that number out. But and I know, if somebody give me a key and I sell it to somebody else, I only might have got a couple thousand off that sale, and everybody make money down the line.
Right. Obviously, Rayful Edmond was not, backing up every single kilo he was he was having and so forth. Right.
But it's safe to say, though, you'll be hard pressed to find somebody anywhere in the country that was getting more money than him. I'll say that.
Okay. And as he started to grow, what was your role in the organization?
Now, I never was a part of the organization. From day one, I was an independent contractor. You know what I'm saying? He had his strip and dudes he deal with directly. You know what I'm saying? My first initial with him was I got work and I took it where I took it and moved it. You know what I'm saying? So now I never worked it for him.
Okay, but you were getting product from him.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Along with the money that was coming in, it was a very violent organization. They were saying that there were up to 30 murders that were committed under his reign.
Yeah, again, that's what the government say, but I know you can't believe everything they say. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And they're also saying that his crew was up to 150 people?
No, I don't. That's not true.
Okay. How big do you think his crew was at its height?
20, 25.
Okay, relatively small. Okay. Well, right around 87, that's when you really hit your run?
Around 87, around 87, that's when I probably went to a whole nother level, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, I was living off the land since 82.
Okay, so what happened in 87?
The Rayful relationship grew, you know what I'm saying? He ended up getting a hell of a plug from from LA dude, and that had a straight connection to Columbus. So of course the work was heavy then.
Okay, so at your height, how many keys were you buying at a time?
Yeah, well, I'd rather keep that to myself right there, but it was a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot. I'll say that 2 or 3 dudes that I was serving ended up getting kingpin charges in other cities, in Virginia and other different cities.